Today's the last day I'm going to be flying with this panel. I'm in the actual process of ferrying this over from my airport at Sand Springs, Pogue, over to Riverside on a slightly rainy day. It was a bit windy and gusty. You can see from the METAR there that the winds were 160, 18 gusting to 26. And that was really what was going on over at Riverside. The METAR is not really working there at Pogue just yet. Anyway, kind of an eventful day for me because it was the last time I would fly behind this panel. If you wait to the very end, you will see the list of squawks that I detailed out that I just felt like I couldn't deal with any longer with the panel, and I didn't think anybody would really want to do that with it. So I'm just deciding to go all out and do a complete refresh. I haven't never flown my own airplane over into Riverside. I don't think I've actually flown into Riverside since I have been flying. It's a very busy airport, and when I took a look at the traffic going in and out of there, I was quite surprised just to see how many aircraft they maintain in the pattern. So just beyond the number of aircraft in the pattern, the procedures require you to, once you're off, get your ATIS, then immediately call approach. And I wasn't even sure which frequency the tower was on. There were two, and it was unclear to me which one they were going to be on. So I preloaded everything on my COM 2 for ATIS and local CTAF, and then I loaded in Tulsa approach and what I believed to be, and ended up being the right tower frequency for Riverside. Anyway, after I took off and I got my ATIS, I reached out to approach, and they quickly gave me a squawk and said, turn me over to Riverside, which I was like, wow, that's pretty quick. But then I couldn't remember how to put the squawk code into this transponder, and my phone was actually covering up the left knob that actually rotated into to change the squawk code. And so I was fiddling around with it for a while, couldn't figure out how to manipulate it just because I hardly use it. And then I finally figured out it was underneath that, on the left side of that module, and I had to call ATC back to get them to give me the code again. So at this point in time, I can already see Riverside. And anyway, it was an uneventful trip, but I thought you guys might like to check out what I had to do to get in there. When I landed, there wasn't any other traffic. It was completely void of other traffic. I guess the rain and the wind had scared everybody away, so that was pleasant. All I said was I want 19 left, and she gave it to me and said I was clear, and we were done. Yeah, if you hang out to the very end with me, you'll see again that list of squawk codes that or squawks I have related to the panel, and they're just too many. I think I counted 18 or 20 that I just came up with as I was putting this video together, and I just didn't think anybody was going to really help me out to get those sorted. And with the current panel, it's not really conducive to the current modern Garmin setup that's out there. Um, so I'm gonna put in the G3X system with GT in 750 and the accompanying autopilot and all the goodies that go with that setup, a G5 backup, etc. So I'll be very interested to see what it's like to fly behind that. Um, Also, remote engine monitor. It'll have everything that I don't have today. Um, And if you stay with the end, I did a mock-up of what that panel might look like in this bird.
Thank you very much. I'll turn on
And now we arrived at the repair station, and I went in and checked it out the next morning, and they'd already pulled out the autopilot servos, and they told me they'd have the panel out by that afternoon, so they're getting to work on it. Next, you can see what I've laid up as my rendition of how it should look when we're all said and done.